Hi guys, this is Kirsten, and today I'm going to be showing you my current journal. So this is kind of my catch-all, typical journal, my bullet journaling, my to-do list, all of that good notey type papery stuff is in here. So I'm going to show you basically what I do to organize myself, kind of. So because of that, this video is going to be in two parts. This is going to be my just journal, and it's also going to be my planner, but that it's also going to be my planner. So stay tuned for the planner part and enjoy this. So this journal in particular I bought at Barnes & Noble. It is one of their most popular journals, I think, just because of the price. It's under $20 and it is absolutely fantastic. It is leather, it is amazing, it holds up really, really well. I've had it for 6 months and I've taken it everywhere, and all that time I've stuffed it, I've marked it, and it is still good to go. So let's go into it. So forgive the kind of slanted angle. I will tilt it up to you to make sure that you can see it. Let me see if this is, okay, this is zoomed out. So this is what it looks like. It is this nice mahogany color, and it got that way over time because of handling and all that good stuff. And so if you are a fan of the Midori, or you really, really like the idea of it, but it's just out of your price range, because goodness knows that it is for me, you might be interested in this. So like I said, it's under $20. I will link the exact journal down below, and it is the A5 size, I believe. So just on the outside of it, you can, oh, let's see, there you go. There's this pocket. I bought this at Daiso, and it is amazing. It fits basically everything I need. I have a Uniball pen, I have 3 different colors of these Pilot pens, and it's absolutely amazing. I also have like spare tabs, but that's just there. So there's that, and then on the top here, you can see this little guy. Okay, there's this little guy. He is my main bookmark. It goes right to the section I use the most, and it's just plain adorable. I also sectioned off because of how I use this journal. And it is into 4, what are they called? I forgot, but they have 4 sections here. I use this one for notes, this one for random stuff, and this one, oh, kind of tricky, for just a typical journal, and then this is my bullet journal, which I use the most. So you can use it like that, separate it for different classes, for different aspects of your life, like you want a regular journal, a bullet journal, a doodle page, what have you, but this is just how I set it up. And if you're wondering what these tabs are, they're actually duct tape. They're colored duct tape. I am very classy, I know, but at the time I just didn't have the money to go out and buy fancy things, so I used what I have, and it works just fine since I don't usually use these. It's just more for decoration than anything. So yes, and the paper itself is this off, let me get a nice clean sheet, there you go, off-white, beigey, yellowy, buttery color. It is absolutely stupendous. It's lightly textured, as you can see, and it's just, if you hear that, it's really thick. I use, like I said, the Uniball and all those kinds of pens, and they don't bleed through. Unless you hold it up to the light. They don't bleed through at all. So I think it is a great, wonderful, wonderful journal if you're interested. So enough about the review of the journal, and let's get into the actual organization. So like I said before, this first part is, let's see, there you go. This first part here is a bullet journal. If you're unfamiliar with bullet journaling, basically what it is just a book or a journal or a place to put all your lists. People put their to-do lists, and they have different icons that mean different things. And it's just a nice cohesive way to put your lists. So in the front, I just have a stereotypical index here. Hopefully you could see, and I just use it for months. I don't really use this other than for to-do, so I just keep it by months. And the first page, I have a very traditional bullet journaling setup. Here on this side is a monthly to-do. You write all the things that you want to do or have to do by the end of this month, and over the time you could just go put it into your weekly and daily as it comes up. And then on this side you have a numbered list of dates, and this is just I use it as like a general reminder, but it doesn't really work for me, and as you'll see in a bit, I just don't really use it now. And then here is the actual bullet journaling itself, and you can see where it gets the name from because these little things look like little bullets. They are bullets, and that's all it is. To-do lists, everything from very simple like take my medication or feed my pets, excuse me, go on a walk, post on Instagram, work things, different things I have here, and it's really nice. It's been really, really great because I am a very list oriented person. So like I said, here's another month one, oopsie, and then I started doing something different. So as you can see, this started getting barren. It wasn't working well. So turn to June, and I just have the to-do side. I just have a regular to-do side. It's nothing special. It's just, that's the only part I used, and it was just kind of wasting space. Another thing that I use this for is I got these week notes from the dollar bin at Target, and I just stick them in there with washi tape, and I use it kind of like an agenda. And that's what I love about these unlined paper. This gives you the freedom to organize any way you want and structure it any way you want. But anyway, I digress. So this is my goals of the week. I write down what I've done, and then I write down the specific goals I want to accomplish this week. I break it down further, and I go into daily to-dos. So I don't know if you could see it. There you go. So I have a top 3 now. Before I used to just do random, all the possible things that I could do in a day, I would write in this list. So let me hold you. So I would write every single possible thing that I could think of to put here. From the mundane to the great. And I'm on summer vacation, so I don't know why I have this much, but I do. So I would do that, and it would get kind of overwhelming, and the important things would mix in with the not important things, and it would just get all jumbled. So a nice and simple way to do that is to do your top 3. At least that's for me. I do a top 3 things. Each day I have 3 things that I absolutely have to do that day. You know, read a chapter, go on a walk, vacuum, do stuff for my business. And then on the other side, or below it, as you can see on this side, is the rest of the to-do list. I could do them whenever. If I don't get them done, I could just move it over and it'll all be good and dandy. So that's how I'm organizing it now. And that's pretty much it. I'm experimenting on this side on a day on a page because I may or may not be getting a file of facts sometime after I finish this. And I'm experimenting on layouts to see what kind of page really works for me. And I just kind of mark off the sections with washi tape as usual, and I will see how it goes. By the time my actual file of facts type thing is not going to be an actual file of facts, I can't afford it, but I will know what inserts to make or buy. So that's that. That's the bullet section. The next section. I swore. I was like, oh, this is not going to be a video that's 5 hours long, and look, it's 5 hours long. So this is just my journal section. If you want to know how I did this, it's just writing over and over and over different ways, just text that I thought it looked cool. And it started out as a traditional journal. This had like a junk journal type feel. Didn't like it. It was boring, and it had quotes in here. I started doodling, and right here is my food journal, which I eventually kind of gave up because, I don't know, it wasn't for me. Then this part is a different way to journal. It's basically journaling, but in a more condensed, visually appealing way, at least for me. And what it is, I call it bits of truth because I had messed up. I was trying to write a regular diary entry, and I get stuck on those. I want to write every single detail, and I get overwhelmed by wanting to write everything. I end up writing nothing. So I just kind of crossed it out. I was like, and then I just did these shapes, and I was like, I can actually write in these. And the whole point is just write in this section if you can. Maybe take up another one and just keep it there. Keep it short, keep it simple. Everything from memories to, you know, not so nice things. And that way it's not so hard, it's not so easy to read. You utilize all your space and it looks pretty cool. And then this is another quotes section. Quotes, I eventually moved it to a different section. But I just did bubbles and fit the quotes in here. Lingo that Jay and I did. More bits of truth. Random journal entry. More bits of truth. I have a lot of them set up, just aside. Regular journal entry that turned into like a sketch type thing. And here's my little feet. I'm really proud of that. I just did that freehand. It has the nail polish I was wearing that day. And that's kind of vulgar. I apologize. It's just, I almost stepped on doo-doo while we were hiking, and I thought it would be interesting. And drawing, and then I started this type of journaling, which is in a list form. I write, you know, woke up, had a headache, another dot. And it was another way, and it worked pretty well. I kind of switch on and off my journaling styles, and again, that's why I like the online paper. It gives me the freedom to do that. Little sketches and a typical thing, so it's kind of like has junk journal elements. I wrote quotes in these stickies, and more drawings. My creepy drawing of a rat that I totally messed up. More bits of truth, and that's all I have for my journal section. Random stuff is random stuff. It's usually happy lists and fun lists and all that, like a list of journal ideas, my pen pal, when I was making a pen pal profile, my life goals, writing exercises, a poem I never finished, Valentine's ideas, you know, you get the idea. Just fun, lighthearted things that kind of don't go in either of the other two sections. Sorry, I showed you my top. Then this is just notes. It's another catch-all, but this time it's probably more serious. Things like, you know, my anxiety log, because I suffered from anxiety and I haven't been filling it out. So I have that here. I have chore list. I have how to make rat food. I have what foods not to eat because I have hypothyroidism. I have videos filmed. That's when I still had this in a separate area. Lists for my other channel, ideas to do, organizational tips. This is all you guys. Tips on, not tips, ideas. And random sticky notes place, jobs to apply to when I was looking for a job, art tips, random notes, business card designs, more notes about the business, video notes, foods we know. I'm going to make a list and all that stuff. So that's all that's in here. And back here, I put this. It's a little booklet of all these cool post-it notes, and it's nice to carry around because I love tabs, apparently. So yeah, that's that. This is my journal. Hopefully you found something useful, something great, something at least entertaining in this video, and hopefully you'll stick around to see my other part to this organization type video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.